Look at all the Dagno family, all their headstones that I read the names off of, completely covered. 100. Heard that? 100. Hello, seekers. Whoa. Well, as you can see, whew, we got a lot of snow. So we out here. I figured we walk around a little bit, show you guys what this cemetery looks like in the snow, and then we will sit down and speak to some spirits because as you see, like there's a lot of snow here. This is even after like a week and a half after the storm. All this snow is still here. So in 1978, there was a big blizzard, historic blizzard in this area. So I figured since we just went through a big storm and there's a lot of people resting in this area who lived through that storm in 78, I would come here and see if they would like to speak to us. What can I tell us about that storm? Did this storm remind them of that storm? And just see whatever else they want to speak about. So yeah, I think I'm gonna drop the chair right here. We might sit around this area. I'm gonna drop the chair right there, and we're gonna walk around a little bit and just let you guys see what it looks like around here after the storm. A lot of headstones are covered, some of them almost completely. Like this little one right here, you can't even see no names on that. Hello, spirits. Sure you know, my name is Chris. Come here and speak to you guys all the time. If anybody is here that lived through the blizzard of 78, I would like to speak with you. But I will speak with anybody that's willing to speak. I'm willing to listen. Like this is probably like, I don't know, at least 2.5 feet of snow around some of these headstones. Again, spirits, if you're willing to speak to me, I'm willing to listen. I'm going to sit down just a little bit. Look at the Digno family. I think this is the last family that we spoke to in this resting area. Let's go see what theirs looks like, because that's a good comparison right there. Look at this. You can't even see the steps. Look at all the Dagno family, all their headstones that I read the names off of, completely covered. Completely covered. Look, the steps, I can't even walk up there. That's where we sat. We sat up there. Walked up these stairs. We sat up there. Can't do that today. All right. That's a little bit of what this cemetery looks like in the snow. We're going to go back. We're going to sit down. Again, anybody who doesn't know, my name is Chris. Come to speak with you. And we're going to start with the necrophonic, and then we may switch over to the sono a little after. I think we'll probably just use this SpiritBox. We'll see if we put any other equipment out later. Hello, spirits. If there's anybody here, can you tell me what your name is? Here? Who's here?
Wait.
Can you tell me your name? You said here. What's your name? If you can't if you can't tell me your first name, can you at least tell me your last name? It's me. Oh wait, Spirits, 1 second. I forgot that I had some information. We know there are some spirits here. That's good. Maybe if I read this information, it'll bring in more. Let me read this information to you about the blizzard of 78. I forgot I had this. Trying to hurry up and get to start speaking. All right, here we go. Let me try and read this. February 6th, 1978. New England went to bed expecting a winter storm and woke up trapped inside of one of the most powerful blizzards in American history. What began as a typical nor'easter rapidly intensified and stalled along the coast, dumping record-shattering snow for over 30 hours. In parts of Rhode Island, totals climbed well over 40 inches, and some reported up to 55 inches of snow on the ground. Snowdrifts taller than houses formed where the wind piled the snow relentlessly. Snow didn't just fall, it piled, drifted, and buried entire neighborhoods. Winds screamed well over 50 miles per hour, with gusts approaching hurricane strength. These conditions erased roads, swallowed cars, and turned familiar streets into frozen mazes. Power failed. Heat vanished. Communication went silent. Major highways became parking lots of abandoned vehicles, their occupants forced to seek shelter wherever they could. It was estimated that thousands of motorists were trapped as the storm raged around them. For days, the region stood still. The toll was severe. Across New England, nearly 100 lives were lost to the blizzard, many from exposure, carbon monoxide poisoning, accidents, or being overtaken by the storm's relentless force. Thousands more suffered injuries, including frostbite or illness as a result of the conditions. Homes were damaged or destroyed, coastal communities buried by tides and wind, and essential services brought to a standstill. In many towns, residents were without heat, electricity, or cleared roads for more than a week. Some highways wouldn't reopen to traffic until the following week, and the slow process of digging out took days of back-breaking work. This storm would change how New Englanders understood winter forever, and one that remains etched in the memory as one of the region's most defining natural disasters. So that's what I have. So hopefully, if there's anybody here who lived through that, you can come through and tell us what your experience was. I would love to speak with you. We're going to turn the Spirit Talker on, and now we will turn the Necrophonic back on. Does anybody remember that storm that I just read about? If there's anybody here who lived through that storm, can you come through and say your name? Thought I heard Pete. I'm Pete. Hey, Pete. Hello, Seeker Squad. Well, after filming this, I did some research, and sadly, I found this article right here, which says a 10-year-old boy named Peter went missing during this blizzard, and he was not found until 20 days later. and he wasn't that far from his home when they found him. And sadly, he did pass away during this blizzard. So we just got that name on Pete. Could have been this 10-year-old boy Peter coming through to let us know that he was here and he wanted to talk about this blizzard. So let's get back to the video and see who else wants to come through and speak. Pete, did you live through the storm? How old were you when that storm hit? Did this storm that just came through, did that remind you of that big blizzard? It did? That sounded like a female. Who said that? Maria? Thought I heard Maria. Maria. Maria, if you said your name, can you say it again? We got Francis. Francis. I don't know if you guys can see that. The sun right there. It says Francis. Hey, Francis. Did you also live through the storm? Okay, we got Maria, we got Francis, and I believe we got Pete. Are any of you resting right next to me? I feel like this might say Mary right here, directly behind us. I don't know if you guys can see it. This one with a cross on it. I think that's might say Mary, but it's hard to read. I don't see a Francis. And I don't see a Pete. See my shadow. Where will your shadow be? I would love to see it. I would love to see your shadow. Yeah, really. I would love to see you. Just see you. It doesn't even have to be just a shadow. Who said that? See my shadow. Is that Francis? Can you tell me what the feeling was when you were during that storm in '78? What were you feeling? Were you scared? Did you guys see a shadow anywhere? Did you show your shadow yet? Did you lose a loved one during that storm? I said more than 100 people lost their lives during that storm. Did you lose a loved one? Or were you one of the 100? Said right here. Who's right here? $100. Heard that? 100. 100 lives lost. Were you part of that? Were you part of the 100? What was your name? I'd love for you to get some recognition so you're not forgotten. Also, if this is possible, I don't know. If you could push your hand into the snow behind me and leave a handprint, that would be pretty cool. Somebody said 100. Who said 100? I want to. Do I see him? No? Is he here? He is? What's his name? What's your name? Who are you? Major? Major. Again, I don't know if you guys can see this. Major? Are you Were you a major in the military? Or are you saying a major storm? You know, as people are watching this, the anniversary of this storm will be the next day. The anniversary of the storm will be on Friday. 45 years, I believe. If I did my math correct. Say yes. Does that does that okay, we gotta listen for that. We gotta listen for that. Little girl sings. I'll be listening for it. If you could sing right next to this device right here on my hat, sing right next to that so everybody can hear you. All right, let's listen. Let's listen. Let's take a minute and let's listen for this song that was going to be sung to us. Come sing. I would love to hear it. After you sing, if you want to say your name so we can thank you. What are you going to sing about? Can you come closer? I know you guys probably didn't hear that because it was very faint, but I just heard a voice down that way. That's it. There's nobody here. Can you come closer and sing for me? Agree? Okay. Agree. Come closer and sing. I'm not hearing it. I heard something down there, but I'm not hearing anything right now. So let's turn this on. Maybe she'll sing through the speaker. I'm still waiting to hear your song. How long did it take you to get back to normal after the storm? What can you tell me? Was there any similarities from this storm that just passed from the one that you lived through? I know you had a lot more snow than we got, but we did get a lot. Did it remind you of the storm? Did this does the snow did the storm affect you in any way while the storm was happening? Were you were you affected by it? Were you able to go somewhere to get shelter if you needed it? It was something. With the anniversary of the storm coming up, how does that make you feel? Can you do spirits still play in the snow? Can you play in the snow? Have a snowball fight? Say yes. Can you do it now? If you could throw snow, have a snowball fight, I would love for you to throw a snowball at me. Said okay. That's gonna be crazy if a snowball just comes flying. I do give permission. Throw a snowball at me. I'm ready. We can be friends. Yeah, we're friends. Of course, we're friends. Are you forming the snowball? Is it coming? They say we are together. Who's together? What's your name? What is your name? Who's here? Yourself? Yeah, I know I'm here. Who's here with me? Who's here with me? Cold? Yeah, it's a little cold. It's warming up. It's warming up though. Did this storm? Did this storm remind you of the blizzard that you lived through in '78? Did it remind you of that? What kind of? I don't even know what I was gonna say right there. What did you do after the storm? Something about winter. I thought that said something about winter right there. Something about winter. Nobody. I didn't hear no song, and I didn't get hit with a snowball. Kind of a little upset about that. Who says that? I'm a little upset. I didn't get hit with a snowball. Nicola? Nicola? Oh, almost fell. Hello, Nicola. What did the spirits in this resting area, what were you doing while this storm happened? The one that just passed. Were you still here? Does spirit help? Where did you go while the storm was happening? Where did you go? Where did you take shelter during the storm that just passed? We always we're always safe. That would say we are always safe. Spirits, I'm gonna have to get going soon. Do you have any final messages about this storm? Anything you like to say to anybody? Tell me one more thing about the blizzard. The blizzard that you lived through. What can you tell me about it? What compare it to the one that just passed, if you can. Well, all right, spirits. Thanks for speaking with me today. I appreciate it. Your time is greatly appreciated. I hope you were safe during the storm. I hope you were safe during the storm that you lived through. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm gonna have to listen to that last thing that just came through, because the spirit box was off and that voice came through still. I clicked off and then that voice came through. So we're gonna have to listen to that, see what they said right there. Hopefully I can make it out. All right, Secret Skull came here today in the resting area that's full of snow. Can't really get too close to the headstones, but I figured to see there's a lot of people resting here that lived through the blizzard of 78, and we just had a pretty bad blizzard ourselves. So I figured we'd come here, see what they have to say about that. We got some pretty interesting conversation here, and we were able to see. I'll show you the Dagno family. You can see behind me a lot of headstones. They're covered a lot, at least like halfway. Some of them all the way, and we got some good responses. Definitely with some people here. Tell me if you saw the shadow. Did you hear the song? Did you see a snowball go flying around? All right, you guys are the best. Like, comment, share, subscribe, click that bell to get notified. Turn notifications on so you get notified when the videos drop. Link in the description in case you want to pick up some merch. You guys are the best. I will see you in the next one.